Brigit. BBC News.
Read by Zeb Soanes. Ed Reardon will be leading us through the ups and downs of his university week after we've taken a short cut.
I'm sitting in my office chair and I'm talking to this man. All he told me was that he would like to talk to me about the possibility of me going to Iraq to hypnotize a patient of his.
To see the world differently, listen.
I asked him, I say, well, who is this businessman I'm going to see? It's the eldest son of Saddam Hussein. They call him the patient.
Shortcuts, brief documentaries and adventures in sound.
I traveled to Iraq, to hypnotize Uday Hussein.
Next Monday afternoon at 4, and then available on the BBC Radio 4 website.
Now I spy a cat and a curmudgeon.
Ed Reardon's Week by Christopher Douglas and Andrew Nickolds. Episode 2, all about Eve.
In this issue, best places on campus to curl up with an indulgent cookie and a classic novel like Watership Down. Oh, for heaven's sake, this is meant to be a radical student newspaper. Our top nom-noms to get you through your finals. Home furnishings, style that won't break the bank. I mean, really, beggars belief. Yeah, I know, Elgar, we can't let this pass unchallenged. Where's the editorial address of this saga magazine for the under-20s? Don't forget, all you budding scribes. You've only got 3 days to get your articles in by. Right. Bad news, budding scribes. There'll be no room for you when I've written this philippic. Sorry, penned this philippic. Dear Sir or Madam. No. Hi, Sir or Madam. I was appalled at the anodyne, not to say superannuated content. No, wait a minute. I'm like, whoa, how uncool are you guys? 4 exclamation marks, I think. Tuesday. Among the many discoveries I've made in my short career as an undergraduate is that there seems to be a complete absence of healthy anti-authoritarian rage. Even the sixth form magazine at my school carried a set of instructions for a homemade Molotov cocktail, albeit nestling among news of old boys overseas, and the ever-popular Latin crossword, first prize a 3-shilling book token. But there was at least a whiff of revolution in the air, unlike now when the only sign of violent disagreement is conflicting tweets about whether Series 13 of Coach Trip is an improvement on Series 12. Such, at least, is my impression of the University of South Hertfordshire. Another point I alluded to in the piece which I diffidently offered to the newspaper's op-ed pages. Hello, I've come to see the editor of Love Hearts. I'm Ed Reardon.
It's Love Hurts.
No, surely it should be Hearts, as in Hertfordshire, which is where we are, after all.
Yes, but the nickname for the university is Shirts, as in Hurts, right?
It is, but that's a neologistic conflation of 2 words, South and Hearts, Hurts, whereas Hurts on its... No, you've got me confused now.
But it doesn't matter, because no one ever says it out loud. We're online.
Well, wherever you are, presumably you still have an editor, so perhaps you could point me in their direction?
That's me. Except I'm not really editing at the moment, because I've got so much other stuff on.
Yeah, that explains a lot, such as why I haven't yet had a reply to the piece I emailed you, more than 25 minutes ago now.
I'm Eve, BTW.
I sometimes wonder if these fashionable abbreviations are worth it. I mean, it takes longer to say W than it does to say way, as in by the way.
Are you always like this?
Yes, obvs. Though that's shorter, of course, than obviously, so there's no hard and fast rule. I take it you haven't yet had a chance to cast an eye over Ed Reardon's thoughts about Love Hurts' contents, or lack thereof?
No, as I said, I haven't had much time to look at the inbox lately.
Clearly not, since your current homepage announces that the Tories have just won the general election.
I should see the South Berkshire uni paper.
Love Barks, presumably, or Berks.
It's barking mad, actually. Anyway, they've still got Wills and Kate's wedding on the front page and Pippa Middleton on the back.
No doubt there were distractions, such as finals or the heated coach trip debate.
I bet you're one of those people who liked Series 12.
I prefer to take the Fifth Amendment on that, but what I did object to was Love Hurts' triumphalist response to the election result, especially from first-time voters. I mean, whatever happened to disrespect for authority?
It makes me sick. I wasn't editor then, but if I'd have voted, it would have been Green or something.
Bet you didn't. Was that to save paper?
No, well, I didn't get a postal vote in time. Well, I did, but I was wrecked for 3 days, and when I could eventually think straight, it was too late.
Oh, well, there should be a special dispensation for that sort of thing. Medical exemption. There you are, a worthy cause for Love Hurts to take up.
Great. Do you want to write an editorial?
I wouldn't want to tread on any toes. Could I use this terminal and rather smart chair still in its cellophane? Oh, and the coffee machine.
Well, we get all this supplied by the uni. Go ahead, I've got to review these poxy restaurants. I hate doing it, but they buy adverts.
I'm sure the answer's going to be a no, but would there be any sort of honorarium for this?
No, you have to buy your own desk plants. But they can pay 15 quid expenses every issue.
Ooh, result. Who says there are no jobs for our generation? Would you like me to do sport, religion and entertainment too?
Oh, it would really help me out. But only if you've got time.
I'll make time. Naturally, Eve, I'd expect you to be coach trip correspondent.
Excellent.
Thank you very much. We're the Bayou Boys, and I'm Jazz Milvain. Sorry, make that Professor Milvain, Professor of Swing, and also of movies, a little place you may have heard of, South Harts University. Back in Quinque, as we say on campus.
Okay, starter for 10. Who's going to get them in?
Jazz is.
Correct.
Why not Ed? He's living off the taxpayers.
So are you. You have seniority, Professor.
Correct again, Ed. Another 10 points.
Thank you, Cliff.
Bloodsuckers.
Oi, Prof, can you get us a gig in the student union as well?
Yeah, let us loose on that posh totty.
We're off stage by 8. There'll be no holding me.
Yeah. All right, Frank, take it easy. Right, let him breathe. Which pill is it at lunchtime?
The brown one in my back pocket.
It
I can't reach.
seems to be full of old betting slips.
The other pocket. Hurry up.
Ah, here you are. 4 horses named after days of the week. How could that system not have worked?
Would have won $2.5 grand if Wednesday Lightning hadn't sat down in the stalls.
What you call having a bad week.
Oh, that's done the trick.
What's going on?
Frank's acting his age.
Come on, Frank, let's get you outside for a breather and a fag. I'll bring you a pint.
You're a good Samaritan.
Oh, he's running today and all. Good Samaritan at Fontwell. He's got to win one sometime, law of averages.
Tragic, aren't they?
Well, I suppose when you get past 70, the temptation is just to give up.
Frank's only 51, isn't he? Otherwise, what was that trip to Alton Towers last year all about?
Yes, but the general point still holds.
Whereas you and me, we've still got skin in the game.
Oh, indeed, yes. I've just taken on an editorship, more or less running the student newspaper. How old was, what's his name when he took over? You know, in the war.
Churchill?
That's him. Cheers. I've forgotten what I was saying now. Never mind.
You were talking about your student newspaper. I tell you what, how about building your next issue around another national icon?
Yes, I'm planning something for the Shakespeare anniversary.
Jazz Milvain. Though I've got a lot of time for the part.
I have to say I can't see many similarities.
The many satisfied customers who rented Herbie the Fourth Pop 2 might beg to differ.
Thanks, but I'm not about toady and cronyism.
No, you're about halfway through a pint you haven't paid for.
I'm trying to take Love Hurts in a more radical direction, foment some student unrest. It's all got far too polite for me. The stage is set for a Robespierre to light the fuse of insurrection.
Where do you expect to find this? A fuse?
Those new bike racks, for a start, they're lethal. The design is seriously flawed. If you try to use the lower one, you bash your head. If you use the upper one, I mean, good luck.
Yeah, as revolutionary slogans go, that doesn't really quicken the pulse, Ed.
Tell you what would quicken my pulse, Jazz. The same again.
And a packet of wasabi peas, one of me 5 portions.
Eve, if I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. If you haven't grabbed them by the first paragraph, they ain't going to stick around for the second.
It's only a sushi bar review, Ed.
It doesn't matter what it is. Sushi bar, Vice-Chancellor's travel allowance, or the burger that looks like Adele. It's all journalism. It's got to shout, read me now, because tomorrow, sister, it's gonna be wrapping fish and chips.
I don't understand. How can a page of digital text wrap anything?
My attempts to give my editorial staff a taste of the hard-boiled realities of professional Fleet Street life weren't wholly successful. I tried to demonstrate my dissatisfaction with Love Hurts' front-page layout in the manner of the great Herbert Lom in Deadline London, 1954. Unfortunately, the only piece of printed matter I was able to seize and abuse was not the lunchtime edition of the Daily Globe, but last month's Bowden catalogue. It's a shambles! Ow! Now show me page 2.
Can I just ask one question, Ed? Is dog's breakfast bad or good? Actually, you're going to have to explain pretty much everything you've just said, going back to, was it boiling metal?
Hot metal, kiddo. But no, I take your point. It can take half a lifetime and then some to create a good journalist. What are you doing now?
Just playing about with the layout. What about that?
Oh, that's clever. But why is the Vice-Chancellor driving that train?
It's a gravy train.
But how do we know? Ah, because it now says gravy train on the side. Excellent. Yeah.
I'm a fast learner. How about if we said something like, you could pay for 30 students' tuition fees with what he spends on cabs?
There's your first part, Eve.
Maybe give him a pig snout.
Oh, yes, you're getting the hang of this. Right, when can we get Love Hurts out on the streets?
Is that another thing? Do you mean online?
No, I mean hard copy, something you can hold in your hands. I want the whole university, the whole town, everybody talking about it.
They do already on Facebook and Twitter.
Yes, I've seen some of those comments beneath your last major story, the 2015 general election. Milvain, get over yourself. UKIP sucks. Was it UKIP rules? ROOLS. Oh, Nick Clegg, you would though.
I wrote that last one because we didn't get many. Bit like Nick Clegg.
But wouldn't you prefer your gravy train piece to be read out loud in pubs and clubs and passed from hand to hand, getting people to engage face to face, talking, not tweeting, fighting even? That's something else that's disappeared from the political landscape.
Well, there's a printer over there we've hardly used.
Good. Does it work?
It made my 3D Darth Vader mask for when Brian Cox came to receive his doctorate. Got 340 likes. Can't argue with that.
Morning, Stan.
If you're expecting to get into my IT class, you're too late.
No, I'm not.
10 o'clock, we went live. Sold out in 40 seconds.
What is it, the dark web for dummies?
No, someone in Newark beat me to that one. This is create your own apps for the over 60s so you can make yourself even richer than you already are.
Yes, I can see the sign above the counter, but I was wondering if the library might be prepared to stock our student newspaper.
Why would we do that?
Well, it's full of news of what's going on in and around the university.
Is it, though? Is it news, or is it just more moaning?
Well, we do take a robust line on the issues of the day, and it's free.
We're already up to our neck in free sheets. I mean, look at this one.
What is it?
I don't know, because it's in Gujarati. But I bet it's not complaining about where the Prime Minister goes on holiday, or the price of pot noodles.
Well, why not try it for a couple of weeks, Stan, see how you get on?
I got caught like that before, with Borgen. It's not the sort of Scandinavian activity I'm used to watching. Not a beach ball in it. Anyway, you'd better put it to the steering committee. I know I'll be voting against.
I've got a bone to pick with you, Stan.
Oh, have you?
You told me that there was nothing that apps couldn't do.
Yes, you did. I heard you. Oh, Mr. Reardon, don't let Stan talk you into taking his apps course.
I won't, but I'm intrigued to know why not, Olive.
I'm trying to make an app which tells you where you've left things.
I'm not sure that's possible, Pearl, even in cyberspace.
Well, no, I can't find my coding instructions that you gave me at the last lesson.
There you are, then. That's why you need it.
What I want is an app for when you've lost your thread. So you press your custom button and a celebrity voice reminds you what you were saying. Someone nice like Matt Baker.
Sign up for another 6 months and we'll see what we can do.
I think that's a real swizz.
Technology can often let you down, Pearl. That's why I'm prepared to put my faith in good old-fashioned newsprint. So I was rather hoping you might display these prominently.
Oh, let's have a look. Where's my specs?
On the top of your head and round your neck.
So just imagine having Burt Reynolds whispering that into your ear.
Edited by Ed Reardon. Inside, Ed Reardon casts a critical eye over this week's television, pages 2 to 10.
Sport by Ed Reardon, your man on the touchline.
I don't know why you didn't just call it me instead of Love Hearts.
Journalism isn't a game for shrinking violets, Pearl. If you have something to say, you need to say it loudly and clearly and, dare I say it, bravely. And you have to be prepared to court unpopularity.
Well, you're halfway there already. Can't imagine the lacrosse team will be too happy when they read this.
No, they won't.
Take that as a compliment, Olive. When I edited my residence newsletter in London, who was it fought the council plan to have a community garden to the late Princess Diana?
Oh, you didn't.
Disgusting. You can still be hanged for treason, you know.
I'm afraid you can't, Stan. Not anymore. Not since 1998. I made sure of that before I took on the council.
No, but you still can on my Victorian Justice in Colour app.
So, I take it you aren't too keen on displaying the student newspaper?
That depends.
On what?
On how much free advertising you give the library.
Oh, I'm sure that can be arranged.
And my apps course. Prime position, if you don't mind.
Why not? The sushi bar will just have to take a conveyor belt to the inside pages.
Oh, it looks like you've come back with more copies than you took out.
Sorry to say I have, Eve. There are quite a few in the bushes round the bus stop. I gathered them up as it creates a bad impression. Unfortunately, the rain seems to have swollen the pages to double their size.
Didn't you try the fish and chip shop?
Well, I did, but their product hasn't been wrapped in newspaper for about 30 years. Polystyrene boxes are the favoured receptacle now, it seems, so I came away with a flea in my ear. And a pickled egg. Do you know, he had to put a pair of polythene gloves on to get it out of the jar. Absolutely ludicrous.
So much for the power of the printed out word.
But we're not giving up, Eve. What if Martin Luther had found all his tracts in a puddle outside the church? Would he have gone home? No. He'd have got a bag of nails, possibly blue tack, and stuck them up again.
We don't have to do that. Seen the Love Hurts website?
I freely admit that I have, on occasion, been somewhat critical of the views expressed by the online community, especially in the comments threads, but I'm broad-minded enough to acknowledge that a smiling emoji, or a boom, if honestly meant, need not be considered an orthographical atrocity. The fact is, I've never been liked, never mind retweeted, by so many people. Every one of them supporting Ed Reardon's trenchant views on university politics, the two-tiered cycle racks, and even, in the arts section, my comprehensive shredding of the lachrymose poem someone submitted about his late mother's collection of china owls. I wasn't absolutely sure about taking a sledgehammer to the latter, but 4,000 smileys, many sporting sunglasses and tears of laughter, don't lie.
And my line about cockroaches in the coffee shop all getting type 2 diabetes even made it onto local radio.
I don't normally approve of this sort of behaviour among the editorial team, but I think a yay and a high five might be in order. Ow!
Oh, sorry, Ed. Is that your Bowden catalogue injury?
No, it's where I trapped my wrist on the easy access bike rack. Were we planning on keeping the campaign running?
Yeah, because I've got a great headline for the next piece. Yikes rack. Good, isn't it?
It would be if we were producing an edition of The Sun, or increasingly lamentably The Guardian. Punning headlines would be our stock in trade. But we've only got this far because of our commitment to literate, unhysterical prose, of which we should be justly proud.
Is this Love Hurts you're talking about, of which we've only done one so far?
Well, I said, look at all the emails from people wanting to join us to help wield the sword of truth.
Ave atque salutationem, peeps.
Oh, hello, Ping.
Sorry, if you want to work here, you've got to fill in the online application. There's a special diversity page for non-English speakers.
Eve, this is my agent. Balliol girl, they all talk like that.
No, Ed, it's badass Latin. How long is it since you've been to London? You can't get served in Shoreditch without it. Carpe diem, there's another one. It means 2 pints of lager.
No, it doesn't.
It means seize the day. It's rather mild-ass Latin, I would have thought.
Yeah, I know, duh.
Oh, do people still say that in London?
Oh, they might do, I don't know. I had to leave in about 1980 to get here, so far away. Eve, you couldn't be an angel and get me a chai latte, could you?
Eve is the co-editor of Love Hurts, Ping.
Oh, right.
And women have got the vote now?
Oh, radical.
Yes, it's breaking news on the front page of several rival student papers.
Well, let's not worry about them. I have to say, it's brilliant, the buzz you've created. I've looked at your numbers on social media and they are just phenom.
Oh, thanks.
That's because we believe in giving a voice to our neglected generation, Ping. Love Hurts is not aligned to any political party, tied to any corporation, or enthralled to any aspect of the industrial military complex.
Yeah, I'm loving all the vituperation. How would you like 15 grand?
What?
The agency wants to encourage the very best of student writing, yeah? By putting some money behind it. TBH, guys, we want a piece of you.
Oh, I see the way your mind's working, Ping. Very shrewd. Like the Jesuits. Give me the boy for his first 60 years and I'll give you the man.
Yeah, I'm not talking about you, Ed.
But he's the editor and he's your client already, if that's what you're after.
Yeah, can I just handle this, Eve? It's what I do. If I can't spot young talent, what the hell am I doing calling myself a literary agent? Shut up, Ed.
All I was about to do was ask if you want sugar in your chai latte, as I sense I'm being marginalised from this conversation.
Look, I'm not asking you to change anything that you do. Keep the anger, keep the vitupe. It's just that people who are interested in new writing don't want to see a picture of Ed on the masthead, especially not in that sweater.
Oh, I can Photoshop it out and give him some tats if you like.
I'd like us to be bolder than that.
Tats in Latin, then?
It's all right, Eve. I know when I'm not wanted. It's what I do. It happened on the Tenko Book of Stir-Fry Standbys. It happened on Bobby Davrow's Pennine Way.
That wasn't my fault. Bobby told you not to smoke in his camper van.
Can I just say something, Ping?
Yes, indeed, Eve. Let's move on.
The reason you've come here all the way from Downton Abbey or wherever is because of what's in the paper, not who writes it. The readers don't care if Ed's a beardy old geezer. He says what people are thinking about this university, and he's funny, and he's right.
Thank you, Eve. Not least for saying university. It'll do very nicely for a quote on the dust jacket of my collected journalism. I'm sure my agent would agree.
All right, the offer's on the table. 15 grand with just one tiny string attached.
Old beardy walks.
Stay where you are, Ed. You're not going anywhere.
Well, neither of you are if you turn down a break like this.
Ping, would you be a poppet and get us a couple of teas on the way out?
What's the Latin for...
My fellow undergraduates, to paraphrase my brother bearded polymath, the great Benjamin Franklin, for want of a properly functioning cycle rack, the bike was lost. For want of the bike, something else was lost. How's the poem go? Yeah, just a moment, Elgar. I need to look this up. It's going to be viewed online by the entire student population, so I need to make my clever analogy watertight. Here we are. For want of a nail, the shoe was lost. For want of for want of a horse, the rider was lost, being overtaken and slain by the enemy. Well, it doesn't work on any level. It doesn't rhyme. It doesn't scam. Benjamin Franklin. There he is at the top of the page. Hasn't even got a beard. Illiterate, clean-shaven dolt. It's astonishing they didn't make him president. Right, try something else. Wasn't it the philosopher Rousseau, or possibly the cyclist Beryl Burton, who said... Hello, Eve. Yeah, I'll be right with you. I've just got to finish the cat and feed the vlog, and... no, the other way round.
OK, I think it's working now. Go, action.
Man is born free, but everywhere...
And start walking towards the racks.
All right. Man is born free, but everywhere is in chains. Nowhere is this truer than in the South Harts University cycle park, where so dangerous are the supposedly safe two-tier racks that hard-working students, some of them even taking proper subjects...
That's a separate piece, Ed. Your views on hotel management degrees. You did it in the last issue.
Well, I have to start again now.
Might be an idea, actually, because it's a bit above their heads. Rousseau. Above mine, anyway.
Eve, you've already vetoed no man as a traffic island and for whom the bike bell tolls, and now you don't like this.
Keep up the good work. Stick it to him.
Oh, thank you so much. Keep reading, thank you.
See, you've got the public on your side. Why not just say the bike racks are rubbish and dangerous?
Well, I feel somewhat naked without an 18th century quote to get the ball rolling. Bobby Davro never complained about having Voltaire in his preface.
Why do you always have to say what someone else has said already?
All right, fair enough. I'll just cut straight to the tin of spray paint. Are you running?
Start. Action.
If I were an 18th century philosopher trying to park my bike, I wouldn't bother making up a convoluted aphorism that nobody's going to understand. I'd just say this, or spray this.
And cut. Yay!
Right. Drink and watch the playback, I think. Though it may have been premature to start thinking about Pulitzer Prizes, it seemed to me that Eve and I had the makings of a good team, a sort of Woodward and Bernstein of the home counties, with Ed Reardon in the Robert Redford role. Not that I ever said that out loud. After we'd overcome the operational difficulties of the bike rack vlog, we followed it up with an even more successful call to arms over the extortionate parking charges on the university campus. Not quite tearing up the pavements, perhaps, but in the spirit of '68 we staged a sit-in on level 4 of the car park, and I read out a message of support from Vanessa Redgrave on a charming National Portrait Gallery postcard of Lady Sybil Colfax. By now, I was brimming with ideas for the third issue of Love Hurts under my stewardship.
Is it all right if I get it to you by close of play? Cool.
Eve!
Oh, gotta go. Bye.
Eve, I've had a thought about the Spot the Ball competition. If we use that Photoshop thing, we can say the ball's anywhere we like. I mean, why give Nando's vouchers away when we don't have to?
Yeah, like it. You might as well throw that complimentary starter at a dog in the street.
And the crossword. Should we insert a couple of deliberate mistakes, just as insurance in case we need to fill up the letters page? It's always better if they're angry.
Right. I'll just stick a couple of black squares in the wrong place. That'll knacker the whole grid.
Excellent. Who are you on the phone to?
Oh, just the fascists.
You mean the powers that be, or the Socialist Workers' Party wanting to advertise their hump ball? Tell them there's no space available.
There might be, actually. The bike rack sponsors cancelled their half-page ad because of what we said about them, along with the coffee shop.
After your cockroach diabetes singer. Well done, Eve. We've needled them. This is what we need, you see. Collapse of the system. Kick out the jams, as we used to say.
Oh, yeah, and the organic food store too. They've gone after your caption contest. But the fascists in the finance department are wondering if the paper could be a bit more, feel good.
What? Certainly not. We reflect life the way it is. If there are any redeeming aspects, we ignore them.
They also said to say that they're paying for all this, and they wonder if Love Hurts might reflect some of the fun parts of student life. I'm not saying this, Ed. They're saying it. Like holidays, for example.
Holidays? Oh, well, I suppose people working on a kibbutz or building a school in some benighted part of the third world, like, I don't know, Wales.
Or skiing. We could do an advertorial. Book your chalet accommodation early. Snow time like the present.
Eve, have you learnt nothing under my tutelage?
Or gardening. Get your bulbs in early. You'd be daft not to.
I'm sorry, Eve, but as long as I'm editor of this newspaper...
That's the other thing, Ed. You're not. They want me to take over again.
Oh.
But that doesn't mean you can't keep writing. Just not the sort of stuff you've been doing. And not in your name, obviously.
So you were speaking to the proprietors when I came in, consorting with the boss class. No wonder you put the phone down so guiltily.
Yeah, no, actually, I was talking to Ping.
Oh, consorting with the mill-owning classes. Why, might I ask?
I'm just doing a book proposal for her.
Oh, are you? Well, what about me? I'm a student writer.
But it might not come to anything.
Even if it does, I bet the advance is a lot less than the 30 pieces of silver for this betrayal. What's it about, exactly?
It's just another book of walks. That guy with the red trousers on Gogglebox.
But he only ever gets up to walk to the drinks trolley. Apparently. I make a point of not watching it.
Well, now he's going across the field with the dog. It's called Strawberry Strides.
Ping's title or yours?
Ping's. She's a bonkers old bat, isn't she? But I quite like her.
Are you decent, Reardon?
Of course.
Not the word I'd have chosen. Bit small for a cat, this.
No, this is my room. Our room.
Dear me, where's your ensuite?
Just behind you.
What, this half-empty Sauvignon bottle?
No, the door to the left. Is that where you've come, Jazz, for a free Jimmy Riddle?
So this is drinkable, then? Have you gone to bed early, or haven't you got up yet?
Just working from home.
Well, stop that. About this profile of me for your student rag.
No, I'm not doing that.
Shut up! Yes, you are. This is not some piece of PR fluff about my place in the Parthenon of modern cinema. That's secure. No, this is news. Pings asked me to attach my name to the new writing scheme, henceforth to be known as the Jazz Milvain Bursary. The idea being to invite a generation of destitute children to submit their best ideas, which you then steal and send them away with 50 quid if they're lucky. Have you been hacking my phone, Reardon? Doesn't surprise me. Journalism at its most noxious. Jude Law was right.
I'm no longer a journalist. I've been blacklisted, so I can't help.
Well, you just have to write it under an assumed name, like that red riffraff in Hollywood did in the 50s, Dumbo or whatever his name was.
Trumbo. You're thinking of talking animals again.
There was a whole bunch of them at it. And you know what? A bit of penury did them no harm at all. Commie scum. It could make you a better writer, too, not so narcissistic.
Sorry, Jazz, I am not now, nor never have been, interested in acting as your publicist, anonymously or otherwise, so if you'll excuse me, I've got a date with Channel 4.
I'll expect to hear from you by tomorrow, or sooner, depending on when you're next in need of a meal. And I'll take this bottle. You'll have to keep a clear head. I'm just too good to be true.
Welcome to Coach Trip.
Right. Next week's must-see TV from me, the campus cat. Hey, guess what? Celebrity Coach Trip's back. Marvellous news. Yes, I know, Elgar, but not a word. You're my front.
Ed Reardon's Week starred Christopher Douglas, Stephanie Cole, Brigit Forsyth, Martin Hyder, Philip Jackson, Jeff McGiven, Barunka O'Shaughnessy, Maya Sondi, and Geoffrey Whitehead. It was written by Christopher Douglas and Andrew Nickolds. The producer was Dawn Ellis, and it was a BBC Studios production.
And next week, Ed discovers income tax and pensions and thinks he might be in for a windfall. In the meantime, you can download Ed Reardon's Week in the BBC iPlayer radio app. After the news, Kate's keen to share her perspective on relationships in The Archers. Then, 12 years after the last episode of Sex and the City, Front Row reviews Sarah Jessica Parker's return to the small screen in Front Row at 7:15.
Do you know where you're going to be living in a month's time?
No, I haven't got a clue.
To see the world differently Listen.
The life of John Gough since leaving the army 2 decades ago has been anything but heroic.
The only place I'd end up going was on the streets.
He spent 10 years as a gunner.
He's never spoken about the army.
In both Gulf Wars.
I'm not proud of it, but this is my 5th suicide attempt.
But he spent double that time struggling to get over what he saw.
No counselling after them?
No counselling after.
It was behind bars that he was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder.
Life in 21st Century Britain. The Untold returns to BBC Radio 4 next Monday morning at 11.
BBC News at 7 o'clock. The Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson has told MPs he wants to see demonstrations outside the Russian embassy because of Moscow's role in the Syrian conflict. He told the Commons that Russia was in danger of becoming a pariah nation if it continued bombing civilian targets. Several Conservative MPs have called for a no-fly zone over Syria. Among them was the former army officer Tom Tugendhat.
Militarily, there is no reason we could not enforce a no-fly zone that is affecting so many people. The helicopters that are dropping barrel bombs could easily be brought down by rockets based in Turkey, in Lebanon, or indeed from our own Type 45s in the Mediterranean.
The value of sterling has continued to slide as investors react to fresh concerns about the possibility of Britain losing access to the European single market. The pound fell by over 1% against the dollar. The 100 share index rose to a record level, partly because of the weaker pound, before falling back. The Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump has accused figures in the party of disloyalty. Senior Republicans, including Paul Ryan, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, have distanced themselves from him following the release of his obscene comments about women. The regulator for social care in England says the market for looking after elderly and disabled people could be at risk. Evidence gathered by the Care Quality Commission and seen by BBC News says the pace at which care homes are closing is increasing. One factor is the financial squeeze on local councils, which pay many care home fees. Southern Rail is to hold talks with the RMT union tomorrow in a fresh attempt to resolve a dispute over the role of conductors. Members of the RMT walked out this morning for a 3-day strike. They oppose plans for drivers rather than guards to operate train doors. The Japanese technology company Fujitsu is to cut 1,800 jobs in the UK next year. It said the decision wasn't linked to the Brexit outcome. BBC News.
The Listening Project. Referendum Tales.
Because at a normal general election we'd all vote the same way in the House, wouldn't we? But this time we all thought differently.
Conversations about the impact of the referendum on the lives of UK citizens.
I can't remember a campaign like it for enthusiasm and commitment since the 79 election.
Presented by Fee Glover.
There is still so much that people haven't said to each other. It has been such an extraordinary political comet across our skies.
The Listening Project Referendum Tales, next Monday to Friday at midday, and then available on the BBC Radio 4 website.
Now it's the Archers, and Kate has a request.
I'm not sure, Kate. We've been so busy I hadn't checked the carousel today.
Any chance of looking now?
No, not at the moment. I'm afraid I'm on my own at the desk.
Oh.
I have heard 1 or 2 guests mention your retreat.